TradeGuider. It tells you the medium trend of the situation. Now what we have here, right? If you draw closer here, maybe I can see it over here, right? Market go through 3 stages: 1, 2, 3, 4. Stage 1, stage 2, stage 3, and then go back up to stage 3, and then stage 4, and then go back up to stage 1. What we have here in TradeGuider, we could see that the market now is going. What is this telling you? Consolidation. But what is this trend here? It is what? It's a downtrend, right? Which means at lower prices the market continue to go. It is supported here about 162. However, the medium trend is down. Okay, now you may want to look for some sign of strength first, low volume testing, because what we want to see, if there is low volume testing around here, if you see low volume testing, you'll see a lot of green indicator, means they are low volume tests. And what you do, you click on this, okay, low volume test, you see that this is test, SOS 146 test, so that's what we're going on. But when you see test, the price should go a bit lower. But however, now we're seeing test price at this junction was 166, is going down to, let's say this is almost 180, it's going down to 165. So it's going lower and lower. That doesn't mean it is a sell down. That means it's still going through accumulation. Now, what I'm worried is that I don't like to buy a stock that is going downtrend. Point blank. Would you agree, Adam? Right? I would like to wait for it to test. Okay, because remember, market has to go through this. If it's going down in stage 4, we don't know where the bottom is. And buying here, the bottom here could be 140, okay, or it could be back to 50 cents. If you buy at 160, if it goes back to 50 cents, yeah. Now, despite what we know about the company, about the fundamental of the company, but we really have to be very careful. You see, because anything is possible. You know, unless you're a director of the company, they can tell you a lot of things just to lure you in. But what we want to do is, importantly, to able to protect our investment, our trading. The only thing can tell us is all from the price. What we have seen here, market has moved from the accumulation stage 1 going up to stage 2. You got distribution stage 3 here, and then here is possibly could be either a stage 1 or a stage 3, because this is just a continuation down, so it's going back to here. Now let's zoom in a bit more. This is a weekly chart. Now I'm going to look at the daily chart here now. Okay. Looking at the daily chart. Now this is quite good. We have a downtrend coming in from 170 right down to 160. Finally we have a strength here. Now click this. This is a low volume test. Remember, low volume means the market is totally exhausted already. Now if you click on that, right, that likely is to be no supply. Right? Okay, no supply. You see that? No supply. Not that I know lah. If you've been reading long, you'll know this. SOS 193. So no supply means the market, a low one, has to go back up again. Now if it go back up, it is just pretty much ranging here. That doesn't mean the trend has gone back up, but it is just sort of broken down, and it may start to accumulate. So this will accumulate for a long time. What I'll do, I'll just put this regular on my watch it. I will get interested if I see more sign of strength here, because remember this. Yeah, the bars has turned red, so means trend is going down. We want it to reback test 70 and then come back down. Then I'll be interested. So this, I'll put it on my watch list, because I don't like to buy things on the downtrend. I would like to buy. Let's zoom back up a bit more. Okay, now if you look at the this is the overall trend. Now what we have seen here, market has gone higher, coming down, and it is forming a test. Okay, now this is a good wash. Now typically when you see a wash over the last low here, right, now it's taken out even that low. If you think that this market cannot go lower, you can actually do a trade today here. It's actually a pretty good trade, because you got a double bottom here, supported, and put your stop here. At this price you buy 160. It may go back higher, who knows. Test 180, but this is definitely a good trade to be in, because you're trying to buy at the bottom. Let me just rub this off. What we are trying to do here is trying to see market has come down a bit, goes up, okay, coming down, and here. So what we are seeing now at this juncture, we're seeing a test, or no supply, okay, and that pretty much may form a double bottom. Okay, more rally to the old high. What is the old high here, Linda? Old high here, can you see from here? What's the old high here? 195, right? 195, $2. Yeah, old high? Yeah. Let's say about 195 to $2. Remember, we are not in the exact science, so we just 195. So we are at, if you were to get about, this is a good level, about 160. Okay, so you got an upside of 30 cents. Downside, what's the low here? About maybe 155. Okay. So let me just move this here. What's the low?
55, I think.
Yep, 55, 53. So 153. Okay, so if you look at the reward versus risk, okay, that's what we actually teach you in our 3-day course. Remember, we just finished that, the 3-day course from December 11 to 12. So we are looking at reward here between 7 cents and 30 cents. What, 35 cents? Okay, that's a 5 to 1. It's a good bet, actually. Good bet. So Hiap Tek could represent a good trade here. It looked like a low risk trade, but we're going to see a bit more test here, because remember what we said on the 3rd day, the U recovery and the V recovery. Since you're coming back to the 10 on the 28 and 29, all right, together with your sister, we will touch more on that one. Remember, Chandra, we talked about the U and the V recovery. Likely U recovery will be much better than the V recovery for all methods being the same. Okay, so this is how I look at 3A currently. It's a good. If you're thinking of, you can look for a buy here. Okay, now let's look at the diamonds. Okay, now the diamonds, if you notice, the white diamonds telling you the market is probably much doing a sideways, as you can see here, and we got a lot of red, white means market is going down. Now this is turning white here. Now the diamonds here are turning white. We got a trend which is slightly pointing up, which is, to me, is positive. Right? If you follow TradeGuider buying methodology, which they say you have to wait for the trend line, which is the medium trend line, the bars here to turn green, like what we have here, and the bars to turn green and the diamonds to turn green before we take a position. So that would be much better at the stage, because then you have the short term and the long term trend to go after you. But on the trading purpose, this is coming down low test here. Now let's zoom in to 20 bars. Okay, this is the last 40 bars, the last 40 days. You can see that's what I don't like about the market, because a lot of time you may have strength coming in like here and here. So if you have strength, this is a 2-bar reversal. That tells you a test. The market has to go higher. When you see strength, the market has to go. But if the market were to break down, you have failed test. Means the market has a lot of weakness coming in. The same thing here. Finally, you got this low. You get a very high volume here. Then you follow by a test, no supply, no selling. The market moving up is coming back to retest this old low. So this is a good trend. But you may buy it here, and then the market may just stagnant for a while. If you break here, you have to exit. Okay, that's how you look at 3A. Now let's look at another stock here, Hiap Tek. Now Hiap Tek, it's very interesting too. Looking at the Hiap Tek here, this is another stocks that we have. So we have market moving up from a stage. What stage is this? A stage 1, right? We're going to a stage 4. The distribution, sorry, a stage 3 here, distribution moving sideways. We're still pretty much, I believe, we are still at the stage 3. Now higher prices has been rejected. Looking at here and here, see, and here and here. So higher prices are rejected, about 150. And this we are looking at the weekly chart. And what we have said now here, every time when you see this Yao Ming bar, they poke through to the red area here, okay, the red area here, then we see, what is this? What does this look like, Nancy? Uptrust, that's right. So uptrust, we're bound to see